Hey folks, welcome back to the Toronto Marlies Insider. This is the third installment in our summer update series, and there's a lot of new signings, so let's jump into it. But before we do that, I want to say a big shout out to our sponsor Quench Hydration for sponsoring this update. Make sure you use our promo code in the description below to save yourself 10%. The Leafs announced recently that Marshall Rafai signed a 2-year contract extension. Marshall already had a contract for this upcoming season, so we didn't really see this one coming. In his 2 games with the Leafs this year, he didn't manage to register any points, but this signing appears to be a real statement of intent from the Leafs, and we hope that over the next few years he gets some serious ice time with the Leafs. In the regular season last year, he scored 2 goals and had 17 assists in 57 games played for the Marlies. In the postseason, well, that's when playoff Marshall really took off.
Let's go.
He scored 3 goals and had 1 assist in just 3 games. Next up, we have Mr. Consistent himself, Alex Steeves. The Leafs announced that they signed him to a 1-year 2-way deal. Last year was absolutely incredible for Alex. He had a career high across the board. He scored 27 goals and had 30 assists for 57 points in 65 games. And he really grew into one of the go-to men on the ice last year. He also set a franchise record with a 16-game point streak from October 22nd to December 20th. He scored 11 goals and also had 11 assists during that unbelievable streak. On the 11th of September, the team announced 5 AHL signings. First up is a new signing in the shape of defenseman Ryan McClary. We mentioned rumours around his signing in our last video, and we're happy to see it made official. Now, Tony, forgive me. As first reported by Tony Androkitis, God, I'm terrible with names, and covered in our last video, Robert Mastrosimone and Matteo Petronero have both signed extensions with the club. After some injuries saw the tail end of the regular season cut short, Tommy Miller signed a well-earned new contract with the team this week. In 44 games with the Marlies last year, Tommy had 1 goal and 4 assists, which, to be honest, didn't really set the league on fire. But similar to Matteo, he isn't really an attacking defenseman like Topi Niemelä. That's not his job. Tommy is a stay-at-home and protect the net at all costs lockdown type defender, and his plus minus of 18, ranked first in the team and 16th amongst all defensemen league-wide, so we're looking forward to having a fully fit Tommy Miller back next season. Our final signing was also reported by us in our last video, having been initially reported by Tony. Along with many fans, we're over the moon with this one, and we're delighted that it's been made official. Zach Solo is a Marlie. Like I said in our previous update, my son Ben is a huge fan of Zach Solo, and he is absolutely delighted that this is now official, as are we. We are all very excited to see Zach's growth and his high energy type play back at the Coliseum for another year. Before we go, I know that I said Max Ellis was dead to us, and he is. But in fairness, he deserves a special shout out here. He scored a hat-trick and got an assist in his debut with, bear with me, you know how bad I am with names, Mikkelin Jukurit? Here's how you really say it.
Mikkelin Jukurit.
I apologise to the nation of Finland for butchering that name. That's it for another one, folks. Thanks for checking out our update series, and thanks as always to our sponsor, Quench Hydration. Make sure you use our promo code to save 10% off your entire order. We'll catch you in the next one.